Hey y'all, so there's some awesome new collaboration features inside of Unity's Asset Manager, and I want to talk to you about them today. So I've uploaded a couple of parts here, and y'all have seen some of these assets before in my earlier videos. I want to use our assembly file today. So all that I've done is taken this assembly file, I've uploaded the 122 files, which is as simple as add asset, and then going to upload, file upload, and snagging all of these together. I've then gone in, and within this file, I've created previews. So in doing that, I was able to, within the file, have these previews created for me. So one is this nice previewable WebGL 3D model. And then we have some really nice previews that were automatically generated from different perspectives, different areas that I might want to see. And all of that was made for me on upload. So what I want to do from here is go into my files and find my 3D data streaming file that I've created. This is a feature within Unity Industry, but it's the only feature that I'm showing today that requires that license. And that is in creating this 3D data streaming asset, it's actually taken this entire assembly file, which we see all kind of the nuts and bolts, the part files, etc., over here on the right, and it's put that into a nice and explorable hierarchy. So if you're using a Unity Industry license and you're pulling in CAD, BIM, whatever kind of data, you can actually preserve all of that hierarchy. So now I can select a singular component. Let's go ahead and hit F, and now it's focused on this asset. So now I can get in here with the design team and say, okay, what do we think about this specific part, the one that's highlighted? If we need to, we can even go in and isolate it. And we can get good design feedback and critique from here. Can even do some annotations, but I'll wait a minute to show off that functionality. So I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and exit the isolation mode, and we'll talk a bit more about the object as a whole. So if I want to, now I can just click here and undo that selection, and now we're back on the entire object. I can also get in and start to look at all of the different materials in here and the different textures that you would have assigned to the object. So if I have a team that's uploaded this asset and it comes in with a default albedo, I'm guessing no normal map coming from an assembly file, which is perfectly fine for now. Then we have things like roughness, opacity maps, and all of that good stuff. So we can get in here and very quickly see these different material overrides. I'm going to exit out of that, and then I want to move over here and show off the next feature, which is a wireframe overlay. So if I want to get in here and start to see exactly how many tries something has visually, what the topology looks like, if we have any weird edge loops going on, you can also get in here and change this up if the color is not contrasting appropriately with the rest of your file. There's also a nice grid that you can get in and turn on. So once we're in the grid tool, because it's respecting scale and the camera culling, I need to zoom out just a little bit. I can then see what exact scale is enabled, what the size of my grid is, opacity of grid, which plane the grid lives on, as well as if I want to see which axes we're looking at. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the grid now and show off one more feature before we get into annotations, the main event. And that is if we go into the orthographic camera. Now you can see a small change when I click that button, but the nice thing is you can very quickly get in and get immediate front, side, and all the different views that you might want of your asset. This is also how some of the default previews can be gotten as well. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of orthographic, go back into perspective, and now let's show off annotation. So now that I'm in annotation, what it's done is it's opened a comment for me over to the side. So I can start a new thread, and in here, let's say I really want to try a different nose cone. I see this one, it's cool, but I want something a little bit more aggressive. So perhaps I want to show the new shape of nose cone that I would like to try. And I can come over here with the image that has been created as a snapshot and say, let's try a pointed nose cone. And now it's created a comment for me. And if I had done an @ and another user in my organization, it would notify them and let them know. And now if you come into this asset and you hover over this comment, you can now see exactly what I was saying from the perspective that I was saying it at with the draw over. So let's go ahead and do that a few more times and show what this might start to look like. So from here, I'm going to annotate. And let's say I want to say, I don't really love these. Let's change to a silver maybe. And maybe I don't really love this beige, so I'm also going to just say, hey, let's change this color up too. Change color to something different. And we can get in here and we can start to have really good conversations about how we want to do different things. You'll see there's also controls over here for size and opacity of what I'm drawing. Now I'll get over here and I will exit out and I'll say, yes, I want to confirm that I'm discarding that most recent one. And so now that we've done that, I can actually look over here and see each of these sketches preserved. And you'll notice when I scroll off of them, I get right back into exploring this asset in 3D. And if I click on that sketch, then it holds it in the viewer. So I can actually look at this and talk through it. I also see that you can download current frame, maximize this out to a full view, and do a few other things in that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and back out of this, exit full screen. So really quickly, it's taken Asset Manager from a nice digital asset manager in a DAM that you can leverage to a potential environment to collaborate with a team across the globe and give immediate feedback, do immediate drawovers, and start to have really good design collaboration independent of needing to be in an office together. So I think a lot of these are great quality of life improvements, and I cannot wait to get back to this tool in the future as I see more updates and as new quality of life improvements arrive. And I'm just really pleased with how this tool is starting to work as a collaboration feature. I hope that you all learned something from this video. Hope you're having a great day. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.